وأصحابه أجمعين. إخواني في الله، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Praise be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we pray for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We say we welcome to everybody that this now we first class at this particular place. We ask the Almighty Allah, let Allah accept them for it. We know say the most important thing for all what they do is to make Allah accept them. If somebody do beaucoup things they pack up, the end of the day Allah not accept them, then this person don't losses. And the worst case, now when somebody go on with Qiyamah, all what he do, they reject them. وَقَدِمْنَا إِلَى مَا عَمِلُوا مِنْ عَمَلٍ فَجَعَلْنَاهُ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا. We pray Allah save you from that. I make the beginning of this class, one day we get the near, not to just read the book, then we go, but we get something we need behind it. For read the book, you don't know how you read it. But the Prophet alayhi salatu was salam, he don't tell me, say, مَجْتَمَعَ قَوْمٌ فِي بَيْتٍ مِّن بُيُوتِ اللَّهِ يَتْلُونَ كِتَابَ اللَّهِ وَيَتَدَارَسُونَهُ بَيْنَهُمْ إِلَّا نَزَلَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ السَّكِينَةُ وَغَشِيَتْهُمُ الرَّحْمَةُ وَحَفَّتْهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَذَكَرَهُمُ اللَّهُ فِي مَنْ عِنْدَهُ. So all of the things they are for them near. Say the reward where they inside this hadith, for men who can gather in one of the houses of Allah, or can study the most important subject in Kitab-Tawheed, then the Almighty Allah will give you the reward of all with inside. We all know what it means at this time, for make we all can gather for seek knowledge in Islam. Prophet alayhi salatu salam, he don't tell us man salaka tariqan yaltamisu fihi ilman sahhala Allahu lahu bihi tariqan ilal. Let this be in near. We do so that the Almighty Allah will make the way of Jannah very easy for we. We all know say the importance of any learning, it depends on which you learn. The importance of any subject, it depends on which you study. The one way they study biology, then they study and because they say now the study of life. The one way they study agriculture, they say now for study about animals and plants. So then look at the importance really behind that, all of them things there. But here, we can gather, not of our can talk, but waiting to happen at the parliament, with the politicians, at the streets. But now for me, we can talk, now we can study, now we can learn together about the most important subject, when the subject we talk about the Almighty Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now this we all can gather for can study. So it means, we study now the most important thing, we can learn. We can study about the most important thing when the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be correct for saying we can study the most important thing when Allah. Correct for say so? Correct for say so? Not correct?
Correct.
Be correct? Say we can study but the most important thing when Allah. Be correct for say so? قل أي شيء أكبر شهادة قل الله شهيد بيني وبينكم. Not so? So we can study about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the most important learning and these are the most important subject. But here we get a book where we choose for make we do this study. Because in any study, you get forget a plan, a study plan. You get forget how you go to study small, so that it will be beneficial. Because the things that for study them plenty. Even inside Tawheed, what you get for read inside Tawheed, you. So therefore, the study get forget a plan. So therefore, we choose a book when Kitab-Tawheed, الذي هو حق الله على العبيد. للإمام المجدد الشيخ محمد ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah. This book na ina we subject na ina the book we get for it throughout, then classes there, bi-idhnillah. At the end of the class, we get for discuss if it get for be monthly, or it get for be weekly, or it get for be after every 2 weeks. Inshallah, at the end of the class, we get for discuss that. The Sheikh we carry in book when the Sheikh the Imam Muhammad ibn Abubakarr rahimahullah na ibona Uyayna ibon the year 1115 Hijriya, that the Arabic calendar. Today we get 1445. The Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, he born 1115. Then he died the year 1206, the Hijri calendar. From 1206 to now, 1445, he will get over 200 years, not so? About 250 something years, where this Imam, where the Sheikh, he don't pass away, but still we read in book as if he lay alive. This is not a very big lesson where we learn. Whatever you do, try for dua for Allah's sake. If you do for Allah, even if you don't die, you work, Allah they make clear, they continue. You reward, the Almighty Allah will make, it continue. So now like this. Now we carry this particular book of somebody, we don't die over 200 years, but still in book is fresh, still in writing is fresh, still the ideas they read inside is fresh, because the Imam, in manhaj, in methodology for write this book, not for take in words, he can't pack inside, but not for take the style and the pattern of Imam Bukhari, rahimahullah, that how he writes in Sahih. Now so the Imam himself, he writes in book, he bring verses of Quran, he bring ahadith of the Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam, then he brings some words, some statements of the Salaf As-Salih. This Sheikh here, when Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, he gets beaucoup teachers them. Among them, na in Papa, when Sheikh Abdul Wahhab ibn Sulaiman, he died the year 1153. He died the year 1153. Then after that, he gets another Karmoko called Sheikh Shihabuddin al-Musil Qadi al-Basra. Himself now, another Sheikh, he gets plenty other Sheikh them. Hayatu, Sindi, Imam Sindi, them are all the day among in Sheikh them. Then also he gets plenty students. Among them Sheikh Ahmad ibn Rashid al-Uraini, he gets Sheikh Ali ibn Sheikh, and students them plenty, but because of time, we go quick. Among the books that the Sheikh writes, now this one we would carry the Kitab-Tawheed. Then he writes Kashfu, Al-Shubuhat, Al-Usulu, Thalatha, Al-Qawaidu, Al-Arba, Usul Al-Iman, Mukhtasar Zad, Al-Ma'ad, Masail, Al-Jahiliyyah, Sharh Sittati Mawadi min As-Sirati An-Nabawiyya, Adab Al-Mashi ila As-Salah, and other books them. Then they among the books them where the Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah he writes. Then like I say, the Sheikh died the year 1206, 1206. Now that time the Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah he died. The book when a Kitab-Tawheed. This book, it gets some goodness where we supposed to pay attention for learning. Among the things that we make with the eager for study this book, now the manhaj of the Sheikh. Now whose methodology where the Sheikh use? The Sheikh intahaj al-Shaykh rahimahullah nahj al-Imam al-Bukhari fi sahihihi. The Sheikh, the method of Imam Bukhari inside the Sahih, now him the Sheikh use. That is, he bring the ayat of Quran, then he bring the ahadith of the Prophet, then he divide them into chapters. Now he gets the book Kitab-Tawheed, under the first chapter Kitab-Tawheed, he bring verses them, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ وَقَالَ رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا وَاعْبُدُوا, like this. Now so the Sheikh do. So now so he flood the book, take go to the end of it. The other thing, we make this book very important, now the suhulatul ibara wa salamatul uslub وَرَصَانَةُ الْأَلْفَاظِ. The words them, the expression is very simple, then the method is free from errors. When you take Quran, check it, don't bring everything. Not so. This can make the book very important. Then another thing, at-tafsiru fi dhikri abwab tawheed al-ibadah. The Sheikh, he go in detail for explain the different chapters them under the aspect of Tawheed, where they talk about the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. من أهم الموضوعات التي اشتملت عليها الكتاب. The most important topics then where they inside this book, Kitab-Tawheed, number 1, Bayan Tawheed al-Ibadah. Now for explain the aspect of Tawheed, where they talk about the worship of Allah alone. Then also, Bayanu Diddihi wal alladhi huwa ash-shirk. Then for talk about the opposite of Tawheed, when ash-shirk. Number 2, this particular book, they talk about Bayan ash-shirk al-akbar wal asghar wa suwarihima. They talk about the major shirk, then they talk about the minor shirk, then they bring different types for each one. The major shirk, they give plenty examples on them. Then the minor shirk, instead they give plenty examples for make it go clear for you more. Then number 3, Bayanu Kaifiyati Himayati Janab Tawheed. Inside this book, the Sheikh explained how to protect the Tawheed so that it not go spoil. Let something not come out, for can destroy, for can spoil. The most important property we get when I believe in the oneness of Allah. Then number 4, Bayanu Jumlatin min Tawheed al-Rububiyyah wa Tawheed al-Asma'i wa Sifat. He also explained the aspect of Tawheed, where they talk about the things the way Allah they do. Then they talk about the Almighty Allah in names and the Almighty Allah in Sifat. This book, when I Kitab-Tawheed, it gets 67 chapters. It gets 67 chapters. But for this particular study, for this particular class or classes, where we get for the whole, for now, we target the first 5 chapters, where now they serve as an introduction of the book. Some scholars them include the 6th chapter. Say then why na the muqaddimah for this book. So now then why we target first? We target the first 5 or the first 6 chapters of the book. Let we go able to lay the foundation how we study and understand this book when Kitab-Tawheed. Inshallah we come to then chapters there. Now how they read the book. If you want to study Kitab-Tawheed, let you understand it very well. How you did one? The book, what's that in name? Kitab-Tawheed. Then the first chapter of this book, now it is Kitab-Tawheed. So don't get that. The book in name now, Kitab-Tawheed, alladhi huwa haqqullahi alal abid. This is the name of the book. The first chapter of this book, now it is Kitab-Tawheed. Clear? Now, when you read this particular chapter, you want to know what's in the connection of the book in name with this chapter. How this book here, Kitab-Tawheed, it connects with this chapter when Kitab-Tawheed. This is one. Then every verse or every hadith will come under the chapter. You want to know how that particular verse will connect with the chapter. Now let me give you an example. We get a country where they call Sierra Leone. The country in the whole book. Clear? This country where they call Sierra Leone is divided into districts, not so. I don't know almost district. Almost to get now. 16. Okay, don't go to 16, eh? Alhamdulillah. Better, sometimes as time they go, you go add up. Now Sierra Leone is 16 district, not so. Each district, you get what in? Headquarter town, not so. Then you get what in? It's divided into chiefdoms. Then it further divided into sections. But at the end of the day, the sections then connected with the chiefdoms. The chiefdom then connected with the district. The district you connected with the provinces. The provinces you connected with the country. Well, so this is not the connection, or something like that. Kitab-Tawheed, The first verse, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. You will know how this verse connects with the chapter when Kitab-Tawheed. The second verse, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا. You will know how this verse connects with the chapter when Kitab-Tawheed. Now so we study the book, take go to the ending. Then for any verse where we take, and for any hadith we take, after we don't know the connection, we want to know which are some of the lessons they learn from each verse, or which are some of the lessons then where we learn from each hadith. Why we study this book, Kitab-Tawheed? Number one, لأن العلماء الربانيين نصحوا به. This now, the lessons that we should heighten. He states, which are some of the reasons that why we study Kitab-Tawheed. The scholars them, they recommend this book, they advise for make any student of knowledge, let it pay attention for studying this book if you want to understand Tawheed. This is one reason. Another reason, لأنه من أحسن ما أُلِفَ في هذا الباب. Kitab-Tawheed, now one of the best books where they write on the Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah. That is the aspect of Tawheed where they talk about the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number three reason why we study the book. لأن المؤلف رحمه الله, because the author, when Sheikh Muhammad, أجاد في ضحض حجة المخالفين ورد الشبهة بالدليل. The Sheikh, he do very well, perfect writing, how to respond, how to destroy the evidence is the way the poor people they get. The poor people they get evidence. No, even Shaitan says, he get dalil. Where Allah say, ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. What will prevent you? What will stop you? The one way I make with my hand. Why you not to do Torah? Shaitan said what? He not said what? No, so. He give evidence. What are evidence? He said, أنا خير منه. This is number one evidence. A better person. What is the second evidence? Say, خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين. You make me from fire and you make her from dirty. These are the evidences they want Shaitan hold for making us to do. They not take Allah in command. This evidence are true evidence. This evidence is correct. It's not correct. The evidence not true. But in honor, when I saw that 12 people back then in the dunya, where they say the old evidences. You know which person they worship grave. Diamond. Most people they don't die in grave. They don't die. You go meet and they ask them for help. Uncle, auntie, they come to the triangle. Then begin then they seek. So problems. The other one they don't deport her. The other one is sick and they don't account. Even uncle in working place right now. Now Allah no money answer if you go come out or you no go come out. The other one right now they don't get case. Maybe in a pandemic road they can go so. We no say now we don't say oh no come pour libation. We no come to cold water. We no come visit una. Now you know we don't vex for your uncle, auntie, papa. Do ya? Then they shake the cold at the iba. Not so. We know they see them. Even in real country, we know they see that. Okay. Then after that, this year, it happen in a small number.
No.
Huh?
No.
Or the number is big.
Big.
Big. But then why they believe say this thing is effective, it work for them, it gets benefit, it's not bad at all. Now a way for remember the past. Now a way for be grateful to which people don't do for me. This is not correct evidence. This is not strong evidence. No, it's not strong. So now I make it fine for me to read this book because it is showing how to answer to them people in the not so with we words them, but with the words of Allah and the words of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Another reason why we study Kitab-Tawheed, لأن الله وضع له القبول في الأرض. Because the Almighty Allah, He gives acceptance for this book. People they accept it all over the world. Even the countries that where they not allow for make them go today. Then students they come, they memorize the book, then turn back. If you say no hold the paper and go to another country, another go today. But they go cram all. But good students them, they don't memorize Kitab-Tawheed. Then turn back and they come to where they go, they say, Lord, Saturday. They ace the hand, they search the pocket, they search the bag, they ace trusses all over the place, they say, pass. You get up, where you knock out that book in there. If you been count and I was at it. But the book didn't have the money head. The book didn't have the money heart. You know, for remove and day. You don't see? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give Kabul, Allah give acceptance. Some people their writings, Allah they put blessing para. Now, some people their writings, Allah they put blessing para. Every side. Take an example of that book they call Manzuma to Baikonia. 1 page. Baikonia, 1 page. 34 lines, the points there. But what happened? Even the writer of the book, in name, the scholars, they're not too certain about her. Some they say any Umar, some they say any Taha. Clear? But where Allah puts blessing for that particular writing there. Any side we go today, for go study Mustalah al-Hadith, the scholars they will recommend for you to say go start with Baikonia. Go begin with her. This time, Baraka. Where somebody do sincerely for Allah, then the Almighty Allah said, go make in work, in not go in vain. I'malu, fasayara Allahu amalakum. So these are some of the reasons for studying this particular book when Kitab-Tawheed. Another reason now, husnu tabweed wa tartib. The Sheikh, the way how he arranged the chapters of the book and how he arranged the verses that inside the book, this again another reason for me to study this particular book. The reasons then for me to read the book, then plenty. Then after that, the chapters they hold the target for this study. Number 1, Kitab-Tawheed. Number 2, Babu Fadl Tawheed wa ma yukaffiru min al-dhunub. Number 3, Babu man haqqaqa Tawheed dakhala al-jannata bighayri hisab. Number 4, Babu al-khawfi min al-shirki. Number 5, Babu du'a ila shahadati an la ilaha illallah. Then chapter 6, Babu tafsir al-Tawheed. Then chapters there, now they pay attention to. Number 1 chapter, now Kitab-Tawheed. This particular chapter, it tells me say, Ja'a fihi li bayani anna at-Tawheed awwalu wa awjabul wajibat. It explains to us Tawheed, now the first obligation and the most important obligation upon every Muslim. لأنه دعوة الأنبياء, because Tawheed now in the da'wah of the Prophet. The second chapter, Babu Fadl Tawheed wa ma yukaffiru min al-dhunub. These are the virtues, the blessings of Tawheed, and how Tawheed na sabab for wipe the mistakes them we they do. So this chapter, it comes 14, min ajli tashwiq, for coming now we eager, for coming for motivate we, so that we go eager for study Tawheed. Let we implement Tawheed in our lives. Let we implement Tawheed in our families. Let we teach Tawheed, now we schools them, now we owns them, now we gatherings them, because Tawheed, now one of the things that we they wipe for we, if we make mistakes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala they forgive and wipe for we mistakes them. Number 3, if they talk about Babu man haqqaqa Tawheed, anybody will purify, it justifies the Tawheed. That means the Tawheed is free from the major and the minor shirk. The Tawheed is free from the bid'ah, al-mukaffira wal-mufassiqa. The bid'ah they make possible be kafir, and the bid'ah they make possible be fasik. The Tawheed is free, it's try for avoid plenty sins. It's try for avoid sins, then I'll be waiting for purified Tawheed. Anybody will do that, dakhala al-jannata bighayri hisabin wala adhab. They enter Jannah without any judgment and without punishment. When you don't do all of them things there, you don't have all of them benefits there, then it will take you to another thing very important. The opposite of Tawheed, when you shirk, now you're afraid. You don't know the goodness of the inside Tawheed. You don't know the Tawheed now love upon you. You don't know the virtues of Tawheed. Now the opposite of Tawheed, when you shirk, then you get to avoid. Now make the shirk, you bring Babul Khawfi Mina Ashirk. Then after that, if you don't know say shirk bad, the other people are not left there. If you call your brothers them to the benefits of Tawheed and for making them avoid shirk. To the goodness of Tawheed, for making them avoid the dangers of shirk. This is in the 5th chapter. Then the chapter number 6, na tafsir al-Tawheed, for explain, for giving the real meaning of Tawheed. So man don't say Islam, in a Muslim, they pray 5 daily prayers, but still it not sabi the meaning of Tawheed. But still it not sabi the meaning of La ilaha illallah. So therefore, you get for help them, you get for help your brother Muslims and sisters them, let them go sabi the actual meaning of Tawheed and the actual meaning of La ilaha illallah. So, for talk briefly about the book and about what we want for candle in their lessons there, now in this. So now we can start the book, inshallah.